Hello to all my friends out there. I mentioned to you that I wanted to move in a new direction. Do you want to lose 30 pounds by the first of the year? Do you want to earn some extra money, and do you want to look more attractive? Join me on my journey. I found a video that I think is going to work for me, and it will probably work for you too. This was like a sudden inspiration. So, the video is, if you want to lose 30 pounds, so that's only 1/3 pound per, I think, day. If you want to lose 30 pounds of fat by the end of 2025, copy this, Chelsea May. So I am going to be following her, and I'll show you in a minute. Okay, notice my rings. I copied Nicole Kidman. Notice my earrings. The fake-a-roonies. It's so fun. Okay, one of the things that she mentions is she likes to go out for a coffee in the morning. And I thought, yeah, I like to do that, especially since I'm cutting down on the Diet Coke. So let's see if my water is hot enough. So, also, I will probably drink some Diet Coke, but I have cut back a lot. Okay, number one is oatmeal in the morning. So I had gourmet oatmeal. She has, go to her channel, Chelsea May, babies. And she has an oatmeal. She's a vegetarian, I'm not. So what I had is a 1/4 cup oatmeal. When you're eating a 1/4 cup at a time, 2 pounds lasts a long time. But that is something you want to stock up on. We're going to talk about that in a minute. So this is 1 cup oatmeal, 2 cups water. But I had a 1/4 cup oatmeal and 1.5 cups water. And then I had a 1/4 cup of, I had this toddler milk. If you want to go vegetarian, you can get one of the nut milks. Okay, 1.5 cups water, and I want to make double strength. So it would be, it's for 1 cup. This is Dollar Tree coffee. This diet is not going to cost a lot. That's definitely not what I want to do. They have one now that's pretty good too. So I'm going to go double strength 2, and then for the half, 1. Okay, so Dollar Tree. So as I get into this, it will probably improve. Okay, this one called for a pinch of salt, 1 tablespoon butter, and 1 tablespoon honey. Okay, that kind of worked for me because I made homemade butter, so I knew that the only thing in my butter was cream. 1/2 teaspoon cinnamon or nutmeg. I use cinnamon. And then it called for 1/2 cup berries, but I had made homemade raisins. Just watch out for the raisins to go on sale, and then dehydrate your raisins in the oven at 250. So if you want to, you can, if you don't want them going while you're sleeping, you can take them out and start them over the next day. And then I had 2 tablespoons of pecans. And then I was watching, not this woman, but another one, a vegetarian, and they sprinkle these on everything. So I had pecans and raisins, but I sprinkled some of these I got these at Grocery Outlet, so I'll be sprinkling these on everything. Okay, so my coffee is looking good. So I have the sugar-free French vanilla, and it is, let's see, 2 tablespoons for 1 cup. So I need 3 tablespoons, approximately. And then on this, 3 tablespoons. 1. This is not the cheapest. I know they make this at Dollar Tree, sugarless coffee syrup. And as soon as I find it cheap, I'll buy quite a bit because I'll be doing this until the end of the year. Okay, and then instead of adding 2 creams, it's a tiny splash of milk. Also, if I want to, I'll drink some coffees at McDonald's, the senior coffees, for like little treats to make me survive the day. So, okay, I think this should taste pretty good. So we have the coffee, and we have the oatmeal for breakfast. And I'm not a lover of carbs, and I thought, yeah, well, how are you a lover of this 30 pounds of fat you've gained? So I'm willing to be flexible. She did have yogurt and almond milk. You can easily find, here's the channel up here. You can easily find her channel and get the oatmeal recipe too. For now, I'm going to stay with my raisins and nuts because that works for me. Okay, now, so each day you're supposed to have 1 1/2 cups of pounds of veggies. So I go to Ralph's, and this is 2 pounds of veggies. Can you imagine eating 1.5 pounds? But the 1.5 pounds will prevent you from eating. You're supposed to eat 3/4 of a pound at lunch and 3/4 of a pound for dinner. But I couldn't quite handle that. So I have a bowl about this big. And then for snacks, you eat veggies or fruit, so I have carrots. But to tell you the truth, my oatmeal kept me really full, so that shouldn't be a problem. And then she has potatoes or sweet potatoes, but I'm having potatoes, sweet potatoes, rice, or pasta plain. Okay, so here's my veggies, and I have potatoes. I will eat them plain. And so in between meals, if I want to, which, you know, after you've been eating anything and everything, you won't want to. But once you get into it, you know, I am carb resistant. To me, I have always thought carbs are a good way to get fat. But not when you're eating. I mean, I can rationally tell myself that eating plain carbs is not what got me fat. I ate a ton of cookies, and I ate a lot of sugar. Now, for my coffee, what I will do is I will freeze it. And then what I like to do is I like to take it out in the morning, and it's so tasty when it defrosts. And then the third thing that she eats, and you can get coaching from her if you want to. I'll check it out and see how much is the coaching. If the coaching is reasonable, I might get her. I mean, you need, you know, when you're trying to do something, you need to be humble and maybe get help, maybe. So I might do that. I'll see how much it costs, You guys can check that out too on the video, and why not? I think almost any amount of money is worth losing 30 pounds when you get older. So, okay, there's not going to be any butter. And then I'm going to have, I usually eat chicken 4 times a week and beef 3 times a week. But I am not resistant to vegetarianism. We'll see what I discover. But I am not resistant to my hot wing chicken either. This is a chicken thigh. I wash my chicken in salt and water good. And then I rinsed it and I patted it off. I put it in egg. Then I put it in breadcrumbs, which are probably a no-no, but a few breadcrumbs, come on. I'm not getting crazy on this thing because it won't last with me. And then I baked it in a little butter and a little oil, but she says no fat. So I might switch to I have an air fryer. There's no excuse for this. I've had an air fryer. I've had everything. So this is not a bad meal. And then lunch would be more like a big salad. I will be exploring those as well. So maybe you guys would like to join me. Wouldn't it just be nice to drop this weight by January 1st? Especially if it's not too painful. When I was young, the last thing I ever thought would happen to me is that I would have the battle of the bulge, but I didn't eat sugar, none, for years and years and years. So this is coffee is 5 calories. The sugar-free, this is 0 calories. And then one of those little creams, I don't know how much, they can't be too many. And then, so today, what I did is I went to Ralph's looking for avocados. These are the small ones, but the big ones were 2 for $7. Now, Chelsea May recommends eating 1/4 of an avocado. But I don't know, we'll see what kind of shape this avocado is. You know, this is pretty good for a marked down avocado. And so I will eat, we'll eat that too. Okay, so that is, my meals are gonna be pretty much this. For lunch, I might try to go for tuna or some kind of seafood. All right, so chicken 4 times, hamburger 3, and I bought a lot of beef, enough for 14 days. Potatoes, sweet potatoes, rice and pasta, coffee, and snack on vegetables and fruit. Not cooked fruit like I made. So actually, this is kind of cheaper than what I usually do. I eat a lot, especially snacks. All right, now I want to talk to you guys about the fact that I mentioned to you Ezekiel 4:9. Take thou also unto thee wheat, barley, beans, lentils, millet, and fitches or rye, and put them in one vessel and make bread thereof. So that is what we want to stockpile for an emergency. So the people of Israel were under siege. Their enemies, they were trapped and they were surrounded by their enemies. So in the world today, do we see that? Yes. It's happening right now in Pokrovsk, eastern Ukraine's Donetsk. They're surrounded by the Russians and there's a power outage and it's winter. And so if there's no food and they say prepare for half-day water if the power goes out. So if we're ever attacked, we need to have water. And we need to stockpile these 7 items. So I want to mention to you how I earn a little extra money. So I sell on eBay. And when I first started doing this, I was very successful because I sold really cheap. So I found these cookbooks for $1 each. These are 1972, 74, and 1980. This one's the newest one. And these can be worth around $25, but I'm selling these for probably around $10. And then this one's a different one. So what I try to do, so I found 4 of them, $1 each. So all I'm trying to do right now is just earn $30 a week, because I spend about $30 a week at grocery outlet. And then I also sell at the swap meet. I want to go back to that, and I want to sell jewelry like this. What I do with these is I sell them very cheap. I don't know exactly how much. I have another pair here that I bought. So I want to keep stockpiling. And then I want to build a little inventory. So today I put my purses on eBay to show you. And I will post my day 1 of my weight loss journey. And these are pretty, you can't really see them, but they're green. So I got 2 pairs. So when I go to the swap meet, I need a tabletop full of jewelry, which, you know, if you buy it all the time. And then I pack my trunk and my entire car full of garbage bags full of stuff, which is no problem. When I was at, where did I buy this? I think I bought this at Ralph's for $3.99. These are fattening though, so these have to be consumed seldom, because, you know, these are good enough, and, you know, that way, you know, I can stay a little bit good on my diet. So it's going to be a little bit of an adjustment. So if you want to look more attractive and lose 30 pounds, and then you're supposed to walk 10,000 miles, and I have a good 30-minute, 2 of them, walking workouts, and I put those on Rotostone X, and my before picture, and you can see my yard, you can see some of the family art and various family stuff, and let's see, and preparing little by little for Halloween. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have drink a lot of water. If you have weight loss tips, can you leave them under the comments for us to read them? God bless you all. Bye.